Have you ever heard of the villages in Florida? Because these people, the villages in Florida, so when you go down to Myrtle Beach, when you go to Florida, when you go to any beach town, they have communities, right? That's normally where you're going to buy. Like my Aunt Linda, she has her condo in her beach town. Like it's in a community. There's like 100 other people there. There's a pool. There's an HOA. It's a whole thing, right? That's where she has hers. That's where we'll most likely buy our house in Myrtle Beach, because it's just the amenities and the things that come with it are so much nicer than what you would get at like the trailer park down the street. Okay. So the villages in Florida are a lot like the communities in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But the difference is in South Carolina, they don't do the LOOFA thing yet. They don't do the LOOFAs yet. And so what we're hoping to do when Megs and I move there in 2 or 3 years is to introduce the LOOFAs. Okay? Now, the villages is Florida's friendliest hometown. And I have for you on the screen right now the Village's LOOFA guide. So everyone there has a car, everyone there has a bike, everyone there has a vehicle. They get around because when you need to go more than 5 to 10 miles down the street, and in that town, 5 to 10 miles takes you it's like 30 to 45 minutes because of how it works. When you drive your golf cart just down the street to like the dollar store or the grocery store, you have loofahs in there. And so depending on what color loofah you have, depending on what color loofah you have, depends on what, thing you're into as far as swingers. Now, this community is like 50 plus. They're like an older retirement community, and the different loofah colors mean different things. So like here's the picture on the screen. If you have a white loofah in your golf cart, that means you're a novice, you're a beginner. Okay, you just moved into the community, you just got your golf cart, you just figured out there's a loofah code. This is where you go when you want to be introduced. And I'm assuming once you have a white loofah in your cart, someone with a different colored loofah is going to come along and explain the game to you. Someone's going to want to take you under their wing, put your arm around your shoulder and say, listen, I see you got a white loofah there. And then I'm going to say,
what are you doing?
And so, you know what I mean? Like they'll probably introduce you into the gang. And so once you're done with your white loofah, you put that bitch in your shower and then you upgrade. The next step is a purple loofah. And the purple loofah is people who like to watch. So if you yourself as a man like to watch your wife, presumably, get fucked by another man or, whatever they're into, sucking, fucking, licking. What are we doing? You know what I mean? If you're a watcher, put a purple loofah in your golf cart, okay? And you can watch, and people will know that you like to watch. And if you like to watch with other people watching. So like if you're a watcher with watchers, you put a pink bitch. You put that pink loofah in your golf cart and people will know. The pink is a soft... Jesus Christ. I can't even say it. Pink is a soft swap. People who like to do it with others in the room. So your spouse is watching with a purple loofah, but the pink loofah means that Karen and her neighbors can come over and watch as well. So your friends are also watching with a pink loofah. Now, a blue loofah is the lowest level of full swap. Those who can play well with others. So it's not a completely full swap. It's not a completely full swap, but those who can play well with others are putting a blue loofah in their shit. Yellow is a mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. Black is a full swap for those who want the hell and let it all go down. So if you're trying to get down and brown and fucking around, if you're trying to get down and around, put a black loofah in your golf cart. And then so the black loofah is like where it ends, and then the alternative is a teal colored, not blue, but teal colored loofah. That means you're bisexual, and for those people who want to increase their dating chances. Listen, here's the thing. As soon as I get a golf cart, I'm lining it with every color loofah imaginable just to confuse the shit out of everyone else in the community. Like a full array of rainbow colored loofahs. Basically I'm making a new rule right now. A rainbow of loofahs in your golf cart. Like I'll have just like 12 command hooks in the thing of my golf cart. And on each one of those command hooks is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different colored loofahs. It's going to be a rainbow of a loofah. And you know what that means? I just want to put my dick anywhere near a hole. You know what I mean? So like all those single colored loofahs are for the people, you know, all those, you've got to fuck it. You definitely, dude, you definitely have a rainbow of loofahs in your shit. I'm telling you right now. If you have a rainbow of loofahs, that pretty much means you can just put your dick in any hole, anywhere. Like, can we be honest with ourselves for a minute? Like, let's just be honest. It's a retirement community, okay? So it shouldn't be a shock. Like, who's shocked here? We learned years ago, especially during COVID, especially these old people, like 60, 65, 70 years old, having nothing to do with their day. They have nothing to do but play bingo, eat lunch, take walks, and fuck each other. At 65 years old, you've done all you can do for your relationship. If you're still working shit out with your husband at 65 years old, there's other problems afoot. Okay? But if you're married, you've been happy and married and gay for over 40 plus years, so it's time to let go and have some fun. Okay? Who cares? Look, who cares if your husband is throwing his back out with Rob and Karen down the street? He'll be back. He'll be back the same way he's been back every time for the last 40 plus years of your marriage. Okay? At that age, it shouldn't just be golf carts. Okay? You should see old people with loofahs just hanging in their carts at the grocery store, on the Rascal scooter. I'd have the colored loofahs on my wrist. I just have one hanging on my wrist, so even if I'm not driving my golf cart, you know what I mean? Like, promote that shit loud and proud. I mean, isn't that it though? Isn't that the way to go? Just having sex, right? Like in your sleep. In your sleep, dude? While you're driving down the highway? Like, it's just that, no, that's boring. That's boring. Have sex with that fine ass piece of 75-year-old pussy around the corner. And when you blow your final load, your fucking heart gives out. Your wife will be pissed. Your wife down the street will be pissed. But that's okay, because she'll hear about your death while she's sucking off Tommy down at 304. Okay? Let the old people live. You know what I mean? Like, let the old people. So what if they have loofahs, upside down pineapples, fucking whatever they do to indicate the fact that they're ready to go? We learned that during COVID, I mean, like, that's how it spread in the fucking retirement home. That's how it spread. All I'm saying is, by the time that Megs and I are 70 years old, we better have a full line of black or dark gray, dark as night, whatever color you want to call it, poof of a loofah in our golf cart. You know what I mean? We're going all the way. We're going all the way. Black loofah, full swap. Okay? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Let it all go down. Like, once you go black loofah, you never go back. You know what I mean? Once you put a black loofah in your golf cart,